Welcome back to another episode of Projecting Grandeur. I am your host, Ron Dichter. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being part of our community. Today, I want to talk about the concept of edification and the importance of edification in your own business. So, when I talk about edification, the way I am perceiving and the way I am projecting it is it's all about talking up either a thing, a person, an event, a process, anything like that. But edification is such a powerful tool to help you in your business, to help you in your career change, and whatever it is that you're starting. And I think that people don't fully appreciate just how important edification is. So let me break down a couple examples of edification and where and how to use it. So the obvious one is people, right? As you start thinking about your own business or your own role in your company and what you're trying to do, edification of people, meaning edifying people, is a really important part. So let's say, for example, you have a three-step process with a customer to bringing them on. You have the sale, you have the onboarding, and you have the support. The way that you would properly edify and set expectations and really build in the value of what you're all about would be edifying that process. So if I'm in sales, I may get done with the sales presentation, and then I will, say, look, the next step in the process is you're going to work with our onboarding team. They're amazing at what they do. They're really geared to help you get up to speed as fast as possible and onboarded into the platform. And so you're going to kind of talk up the department so that when they get there, they kind of know the expectations. They feel good about the team that they're handling, that they're going to be working with. Same thing with the next step. So if I'm in the onboarding and now I know that they're going to become a regular customer, they're going to work with our support team, I'm going to edify our support team. I'm going to talk them up and really talk about the process. And I think car dealerships, at least new car dealerships, do a really nice job of edifying the departments. And if you've bought a car recently, or at least in my experience, one of the things that they do a really nice job of is at the end of the sale, they go and bring you into the service department. They introduce you to the service manager, or they talk up the finance person, or they talk up, the dealership itself, and edifying what that future experience is going to look like. And so edification is a really important part in both edifying people, but it's also an important part in edifying that process, right? So you want the prospective customer or the new customer to feel really good about their decision. And so you need to talk up the process, not just the sale that you're doing right then and there, but edifying that process, talking through, that you've got successful customers that have gone through the onboarding, gone through the support, and that they feel good about that. Another place that I think edification is really important is in the recruitment side. When you're bringing on new team members or you're bringing on new employees, one of the things that you really have to do is talk about, edifying, the people that they're going to be working with within the organization, or edifying the organization itself. And, using this kind of process does a few things. So when you edify someone or something, it actually makes you look better because you are actually talking about the strength of the team, the strength of the company, the strength of the organization, as opposed to just your strengths. The second thing that it's going to do is it's going to make the customer feel really good about not just the decision they're making right now, because it goes back to one of the topics I covered earlier on, which is everybody likes to buy, but nobody likes to be sold. And so if you're really good at sales, but then the downstream support and onboarding, you kind of diminish or talk, bad about that, then they're going to feel like they got sold as opposed to them buying not just you, but the holistic solution that you're offering. And so edification is a really, really great way for you to look better, for actually you to show strength in your team, you to show strength in your company. And so I don't want anyone to undermine the importance of edifying. Even simple things like, let's say you start new in an organization and you're on your first day there. You want to feel good about all the people that you're going to be working with, right? And edification is a way to do that. You can actually talk about the thing that you're talking about, and then whoever else is going to be training, whoever else is going to be working with this person, you start edifying them. We all know those people that they talk negatively about their company, they talk negatively about the people within the company, and they make it seem like without them, this place would, unravel. And that actually makes you look worse. First off, you're talking down the company, you're talking down the process, and the person looking at you doesn't think more of you. They actually think less of you because you're undermining the whole process itself. even your competition, you should be edifying. And I know that may sound counterintuitive, but when you talk negatively about your competition, it actually looks bad on you. You're actually trying to discredit your competition so that you look better. And that same result happens is that people assume that you are trying to get a fast one, by them. And so when somebody says, "Oh, I was looking at this competitor," rather than saying, "Oh, they're terrible, and let me tell you why," you say something along the lines of, "Look, they're a great company and they do a lot of really good things, but let me show you things that we do a little bit differently that make us, I think, a better choice for what you're looking to accomplish." So you're talking good about them, you're saying great things about your competition, but you're also then showing them, where maybe you have some things that they don't have, which is not talking down upon them, it's talking up about what you do. And so I think edification is a really important thing you have to be aware of. You have to be cognizant of how you use it and making sure that you always try to edify, whether it be internal processes, whether it be future products, whether it be, internal employees, anything like that, you have to edify. And I'm sure we've all been there before where we walk into a store and they have this new version of this thing and they simply go back and say, "Oh, I like the old one better." Well, that's not going to help. You have to edify, sell what's coming, sell the future, sell the process, sell the people. Make sure that you're always edifying. It will make you look stronger. It'll make your customer or your prospective customer feel more confident in you, and you will just be a better person because of it. So edify. That is the key today. Edify, edify, edify. Hope you found this helpful. Please remember to like and comment. Please don't forget to share. And let's get the word out there, because entrepreneurs are the movers and shakers, people that want to change their career are making things happen. And together we are making the world, the economy, and just life better. So thanks for tuning in. I'm Ron, and this is Projecting Grandeur.